Browns back on the practice field, and it is officially Carolina Panthers week. They will play the Panthers at 1 o'clock in Carolina on Sunday. And Mary Kay, some good-ish news, I guess. It sounds like Jack Conklin might have a chance to play on Sunday against Carolina, and having their starting right tackle back will be a big boost for this offensive line.
Yes, we are saying there's a chance in this case. He has not been ruled out yet. He's going to go through the practice week and see how he feels. He has to see how the knee responds. Does it swell up? Is there pain in there? Does he feel strong? So by the time we get to Thursday or Friday, we might have an answer.
Yeah, and actually Kevin Stefanski has been able to play at Coy up until now, but now we have to start getting injury reports, status reports, so we are going to get a better grasp on whether Conklin will be able to go as this week moves along.
Right, and thank goodness for those NFL rules, because it's been kind of like a no man's land since training camp technically ended in terms of those injury reports and things like that, but this was a big injury Jack Conklin was coming back from. Just a reminder, he had a ruptured patellar tendon that he suffered last season, so the fact that there's a possibility he's back within a year. I know Mary Kay for the months leading up to training camp had reported that he'd been ahead of schedule. So this is really, I think, just a testament to how far he's come, that he's even a possibility for week 1, quite honestly.
Now, more good news. Myles Garrett was not on the practice field today when we were out there, but Kevin Stefanski said he is back today. He'll be back in the building, so nothing to worry about as far as Myles Garrett is concerned and his status for Sunday.
Yeah, and today is kind of a bonus day. It's that holiday week. They come in here, they got out on the practice field. The real preparation doesn't start in earnest until Wednesday. So the fact that he wasn't here today, I don't think is a huge deal. I also think the fact that he has had a little bit less wear and tear on his body leading into this game could be a benefit.
And I know, Ashley, I'm looking forward to Myles Garrett Fridays.
Yeah, of course. Myles Garrett broke a ton of news last year on Fridays from the midway point of the season on. And I know because I just happen to always be one of the few people that lucked into some of those great Myles quotes in real time. So, of course, we've talked at length about Myles really finding his voice, I think, over the last couple of years. And he's, again, a guy that doesn't necessarily, I think, need to be out there every day in the lead up to week 1. Just like Jadeveon Clowney. They're vets at this point. You kind of earn that, and you want to protect those guys at a certain point, too.
Now, we did hear from John Johnson III. Again, another guy who's no stranger to breaking news or making headlines. Mary Kay, what stood out to you from JJ3 today?
I think for the most part, he tried to be pretty politically correct. But he did say one thing. He gave us a little nugget, and that was the fact that in terms of the You Know Us Bowl, he thinks that the defense has the edge because there's only one of him and 11 of us, he said. So I thought that was pretty cool. He did admit that, there might have been some hard feelings against Baker Mayfield, but they're all gone now.
Yeah, Ashley, he kind of said some things without directly saying things.
Yeah, I was listening in real time. I'm like, oh, this is maybe a little bit backhanded in a way that's not going to be true bulletin board material. But Mary Kay asked him, if there were hard feelings in particular when Baker Mayfield missed the season finale last year. And John kind of said, no, but, I had an injury the 2 games prior and missed a couple games. And I was back because it was important to be out there with my guys. So it was comments like that you'll be able to read about. But it definitely was interesting. It was a more buttoned up JJ3, I think.
Well, it should be an interesting week as we try to figure out who's going to say what about Baker Mayfield. And of course, at some point this week, we will again hear from Baker Mayfield down in Carolina. So just stay tuned, cleveland.com/Browns for all of the coverage leading up to the Panthers game on Sunday.